Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Wildsea, an indie game from developer Felix Isaacs. I am the Game Master, Johanan.
I am the co-host, Casualty CDG. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. And since it's Thursday and we're playing Wildsea, I'll be reprising my role as the Celacry, a sentient colony of spiders by the name of Sarast.
Hey folks, my name is Matt Murphy, but tonight I am playing O'Sheen, the Lost, who is a gooey-bodied squid man who just gave birth to a couple of, what is it, plant babies? I can't
plant
remember.
babies. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Mazel tov. I'm Kian. I made the song you were listening to while you were patiently waiting for the stream to start. And tonight I will be playing a robot with a big horizontal hammerhead and two little flipper legs, like that one Olympic runner that shot his girlfriend to death. And I'm called the Beta Iron Giant based on information, or also known as Big Boy.
And so where we last left off, you monsters were responsible for the destruction of a city that was in turmoil. It was under the rule of an evil king, but they were trying to do better. There was a zombie kaiju. You guys stole the entire treasure room out of the palace, did battle with the hordes of the undead, and escaped. You guys then traveled across the Wildsea, encountered someone looking for the city that couldn't find it. You guys kind of lied to him. And then here you are. You guys have arrived at a town built into a tree. A rather massive tree. It has pathways going all around the outside of the tree, and the city proper is in the treetop. This is where you have made harbor, and you guys have been taking advantage of some downtime. And that can continue. That's not something you have to do like once a day. You can do that more or less until you stop doing it or until something happens. But yeah, where we left off, Matt, you had improved your hand with a buzzsaw. You have like a grapple hand with a buzzsaw in it. And Gary, you started work on some kind of gun contraption.
Yeah, that's right. I think, I don't remember what I combined, but I combined something cool to make a real big gun.
Yeah, you used parts from the sentry gun that you found in the Lost World.
Oh, that's right. I was going to use the part from the sentry gun, and it was damaged. It was damaged in the roll because it was a low roll.
Something like that, yeah. But you still make progress because you used a milestone. So that's good.
Cool. Hey, thanks.
What are you guys doing? You guys are moored at the city. The port is bustling. There are lots of people coming and going. It's not the biggest city, but it's bigger than a small town. You know what I mean? It's like kind of that up and coming city vibe.
I receive a whisper.
Oh yeah, you always receive a whisper.
Whenever we anchor, because of the stargazers on our ship. So they see the future and they see the fortune and they let me know whenever we dock, whenever we drop anchor, they let me know what's coming.
We'll say the whisper you receive is rotten roots.
Okay.
More like scarlet rotten roots, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that an Elden Ring joke?
Yep.
Because of the scarlet rot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what was happening.
Well, you will.
I was really confused by Gary driving it. I was like, he doesn't know Elden Ring.
Mm-mm.
It's funny.
No, I just immediately was nodding like, yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about.
You gotta act like you've been there before.
We've all been to the lands between. I have an important question. Could I add this to my equipment? I was promised a pair of shoes, by the people that we ended up betraying, and I believe that I found a pair in the throne room, but I don't know exactly what they look like or what they're made of. Do you want to tell
Pair
me?
of what?
A pair of shoes.
Oh, okay.
Pair of shoes. What should I do about that?
Yeah, you have a pair of shoes. What do they look like?
You tell me. I don't know.
No,
I
you
just
tell
found it.
me.
I mean, I would love to chime in if I may. If you
Yeah,
guys are going to do
Gary's
the
about to
tennis
tell you what
match.
kind of shoes you got.
So, since they were in the throne room, I have to imagine they're of some value. So, they're probably like gold stitched shoes with bells on the end.
All right. Gold stitched shoes.
Golden
Tags.
bells, too, yeah.
With golden bells. Okay, thank you. I just had to get that figured out.
Yeah, no problem. I saw them in there. I saw them in the throne room, so I probably gave them to you. I saw them in
I
there.
was just gonna make them
How did
Jordans.
how did the bells sound? Like what kind of bells?
They're like,
I could hear him better in real life.
Good.
But yeah. So, everyone watching, if the stream disappears all of a sudden, it's because it's raining really bad and we could lose our stuff. But it should be fine. I'm hoping.
no, it'll be alright.
We usually don't lose power. But yeah, so you guys are here in this town with your gold-belled shoes, you fucks. What exactly would you guys like to do? During these milestones, I know that it's still new, and it's still, like, you might not necessarily understand exactly what you can do.
Yeah.
But you do kind of have the run of things. You can explore. So, like, if you want to go check out what's going on in the town, you can use your downtime here to do exploration. You can go try to find a specific thing. You can just go look around. You can try to figure out who's in charge. You can talk to NPCs with local knowledge, that kind of stuff. You can also try to acquire things, whether through scavenging, hunting, or harvesting, and how that happens in a town. We'll talk about it. Recovery, you can try to feel better. I know you guys have a lot of injured aspects. You can still try to fix those, and you can create things like temporary aspects, making food that can give people bonuses, that kind of thing. And you can always start projects. So you guys are still in this montage mode. You're not being, you're not in conflict. No one here is looking for you, that kind of thing.
You said temporary aspects. Am I able to add like a new full-time aspect or only temporary aspects?
You can do both.
Okay, because I guess if I can do that now, I want to start doing that.
If you want to start a project, yeah. So, essentially, what kind of aspects you want to make here?
I want to do one of my screw aspects. I'm sorry.
You
I
want to
need
make
look
a
up the-
existing aspect that you didn't take in character creation. That's
exactly.
fair. Yeah, you can
Because
do
there
that.
were a lot of really cool ones, and I didn't necessarily pick. Oh, hey, girl. I didn't necessarily pick the only one I wanted to, but
And it looks like that is going to count as a 6-track aspect.
yes.
So
Plans,
that means
Yeah,
it would take. It means it would take 2 major milestones to finish it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. I'm learning.
Yeah, I have one, and then I have 2 minors, so I can at least start it now, but I don't think I can, I couldn't finish it just yet. What up, Kevin?
Sup with you salad tossers. How's everybody doing?
Fixing.
Better now.
Yeah, fixing
Jinx.
the camera.
My man.
My brother.
That's awesome.
Salad tossing always brings everyone together.
Mhm.
It really does.
Just like survivors of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the true heroes.
Aren't we all survivors of We're all survivors of autoerotic asphyxiation
Hey,
until
we're
we're
all,
not.
we're all still here, so yeah, we're all.
I
Yeah.
haven't tried it yet. I probably should though before I get too much older. It could be hazardous to my health.
Could be pretty rough, man. Do I start adding the track onto my aspects? Where do I put the track?
What track? The creation track?
For a new aspect, yeah.
if you finish making it, it goes with your aspects.
But
Okay,
if
so right
you're
now-
if he hasn't finished making it, should he put it in the notes section?
No,
I know that you keep track of that,
I
but
keep track of it, yeah.
as
should
long
we
as you're keeping track of it, I'm okay with that.
How much are you spending here?
Well, because do I have to spend it all at once, or can I do? Because I only have
You spend what
5 aspects,
you
5
tell-
of the points, 5 of the 6.
You tell me what you're spending.
I'll start with spending the major the death of a city one, and I'll get rid of that one.
All
So
right.
that's 3.
Sounds good. So you started a special project. You're starting to tinker with some material that you have from your travels, trying to make. What are you trying to make?
I'm trying to make, like I said, I'm trying to. Out of all the things you sent me, where's the thing with all the stuff? Is it the quick start thing?
Yeah, the book.
The book with like 77 pages.
no.
Now the full one has
364.
364 pages.
Maybe that's just 77 on the document reader.
It's called
that I have.
pre-release singles. Was that
Pre-release single.
WildC 1.0 pre-release singles PDF?
Did you know that pre-release single Kraft has pre-release singles, and it's just milk in a little cheese wrapper? You have to wait for it to turn into cheese.
Oh, I thought it
That's
was just.
disgusting.
I thought it was cheese that just came real fast.
That's the pre-release cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant, but I wasn't sure. I didn't expect something so heinously terrible to come out of your mouth, John.
Yeah, man, that was vile.
It's just.
All right.
It's
Well, thank
just
you all
come.
for watching.
eh,
Oh my
we
god.
all, we all
You're
do
an-
it. It's all good.
Speak for yourself, bud.
Yeah,
I saved my juices.
same, absolutely. If you're not procreating, then you better not be using that for anything.
I mean, yeah, dude, it's the Lord's juice. I'm gonna say it for God.
That's exactly right.
Sounds like the Lord really likes cum.
That's all I learned in Catholic school.
And that's something we can all agree on.
That's true.
Take that. All right. So, my bad. Yeah, pre-release cheese. You're buying a cow. There you go.
Mhm.
Oh, dang.
Stuff,
Vampire Bites
trying to make
booned
this
everyone.
open.
I wasn't going to tell
Thanks, Vampire
anybody.
Bites.
I was just going to pocket my boon and keep it to myself.
And powered me up.
Oh,
He spelled my name right?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
on the, it's
I mean, it's on the screen,
on the screen.
but you'd be surprised.
I'd be more impressed if he did it. But yeah. So, yeah, you guys are still doing the montage. Keon, you have started a special project. Matthew, what are you doing
Yeah.
with your, like, children and your whatnot?
Yeah, you know, that's actually. Can you describe my children to me a little bit?
Yeah, they.
What are they like?
I mean, they're pretty. It's pretty basic. They have like flower faces, and then like little vine bodies. And they don't really have much facial features. It's just they kind of look like a demigorgon from Stranger Things, except like more colorful and like less horrifying, but not like a lot less horrifying.
so almost like a Mario Piranha Plant type of situation.
I mean, almost.
Almost, kind of reel it in
Yeah,
like
you got some peaties.
like a bell sprout.
Yeah, kind of. A more pedally bell sprout. Yeah.
Like a bell sprout on a bicycle.
Mm.
I mean, you can
Pedal.
always.
Pedally.
It's because of the pedals. Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh hell yeah!
I gotcha.
Yeah, dude.
Cinco de Drinko.
Oh god.
You know what has more pedals than a bicycle? A tandem bicycle.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Son, that's just facts, dude. That's just
Yep.
That's not even a joke.
Yeah, that's not a joke.
Yeah, dude. No, it can be both.
I love it.
Yeah, I guess facts. Can
Yeah.
be funny. Yeah, what you doing, Matt?
So my babies are. Do I have like a papoose? I got them in like a papoose. Or,
You tell me. Yeah, you can put them wherever.
yeah, I get some sort of a sling, some attachment style parenting. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. So you have like a
Um,
baby Bajorn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. No, sounds good.
Oh snap.
What was what?
And actually, my followers, can I send them out to do good deeds? I feel a little bad for destroying the whole state.
Yeah, you can do that. Uh, hmm. They don't necessarily have. So yeah, I can figure something out here. Give me like a charisma check here. What you got for that?
Let me see. Um. Okay. Grace,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
And. Hmm. Oh dang! I don't have any. I don't have charm. I don't have anything like that. I think. Yeah, I think it's just gonna have to be Grace.
Yeah, go for it. Give me that grace check.
Or actually, I do have one for heal. Could
That
that
could work. Yeah, I mean, like, I want to give you a bonus anyways because of your followers. So, yeah, you can add
Sweet.
heal and then add 1 dice.
Cool.
So you can roll 3. A 5, a 3, and a 2. All right, so not bad. Not bad. Your followers disperse into this new city to do good. What do you tell them?
I guess kind of go about the city, do good things, tell them of the good news, and just send them away.
Yeah, so they'll disperse to the city. Absolutely. Kevin, what is our Mothran friend doing?
Well, that's a tough choice. So we're montaging.
Yeah, we're still montaging, so you can explore, you can acquire, you can recover, you can create, or you can start a project.
That's tough. I would like to either.
You can also spend milestones, which you already did last time. You added a trek to. You added a point to your strike, I believe.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, last time, yeah.
Cool. Now it's really, really high.
I rolled the tape back.
I want to either explore or start a project. I'm feeling I've got a drive that it says discover a great secret of the distant waves. But I don't know if that's a montage appropriate. And project-wise, I really want to put this cook skill to the test. And I want to make something either crazy weapon-like or something of the sort.
Yeah, so creation, like without making an aspect, which takes milestones, creation, you can just do like smaller things. So you can lash together, salvage, create weapons or tools. You can mix alchemically useful specimens to create potent but potentially dangerous concoctions. You can cook meals for yourself or your crewmates to fortify them against hunger, cold, and sickness. Stuff like that.
Very interesting.
But you can also explore, and that's totally cool too.
Yeah, I think I don't want to waste that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just explore. I think.
All right.
Follow the drive.
You want to explore. So, is there a deliberate focus of your exploration? Something specific that you're looking for, or are you just wandering? Examples would be tracking down a particular individual or service, chasing a lead that relates to your character's drives or personal backstory, indulging your curiosity in a particular aspect of a place's architecture or culture, talking to NPCs to get local knowledge, and discovering routes or options for further exploration that you can tackle later as part of a scene.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with the wandering wandering option because of my drive is just to discover a great secret of the distant waves. So I feel like I'm just gonna wander, but like observantly, like not trying to find anything, but I'm staying open.
Yeah, you want to go check out the city. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna make you roll. So you just start wandering around. It is a very thriving port. There's a lot of coming and going here. There is a pretty nice hotel, kind of like inn, tavern, whatever. Not like fancy, but just nice. Near the port, just built right into the tree. As I said before, I don't think you were here. This city is just built into a single tree. It's this gigantic tree. And it has like paths going all the way around, and then some buildings go into it as well. It's pretty cool. It's kind of awe-inspiring. I would like to go there. Anti-jokes are very practiced type of humor. You should be proud, Gary. You should be proud.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, so the first thing you notice, there is this inn. We'll call it the Cracked Nut. The Cracked Nut. It's a tavern. It opens up into like a huge, like 2-story atrium with like an arched roof situation going on, and like huge balconies that have like a bunch of tables just all upstairs. Downstairs is a huge common area with like bench seating and a small stage. And then there is a big kind of round, like half circle bar at the back. And there's lots of people coming in from all over, all different species, all different walks of life. It's a real coming together. There's a show going on right now where a guy is manipulating trained squirrels into doing some sort of circus on stage.
Sweet.
And that's the first place you find. You continue your explorations. The first like tier here is a lot of shops and like stuff that caters to people coming here that don't necessarily live here. You'll notice like some of the people that you assume are locals going down below. It seems like maybe that's where like the residentials are. And then up above is you start getting into like more government buildings, that kind of thing. And at the very top there is like the city proper, which is kind of like downtown. And that's like in the tippy tops of the trees.
Very cool.
No.
So the city is just the tip?
Just tip. Yeah.
Okay.
It's also all along the shaft though.
Cool.
You can't.
Very hot.
You
And
can't just
inside
go to
as well, right?
Yeah. The Crack Nut is what Lance Armstrong would call his hotel.
Fun.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna head downtown, right? I assume I'm solo because we're montaging, or are we?
Yeah,
partied
you
up?
can absolutely be solo montaging. Nothing wrong with that. Anyone can go with them though.
Okay, because I don't know if everybody's busy. I jumped in.
They're all busy.
Well, how does the project thing work? You're doing that now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm locked. Okay.
You're doing that for
Yeah, I
like
think you're.
a few hours.
Okay, so I think you're solo. Yeah. I think we're all
Really?
doing projects.
Nobody wants to go downtown. All right, I'm gonna go downtown then. Fuck it. Fuck you guys, man. I'm gonna get hammered.
So yeah, you ascend.
Beat up and robbed.
You ascend this this pathway that goes all the way around the tree to the very top. You pass a lot of places. There is what do you call it? An aviary. There you go. For like messenger birds. It seems that that's the way they communicate around here because it's just easier given the layout of the town. You pass some what you assume is like kind of like a town hall, just like towards the top of the tree, but like in the trunk before you get to the top. And you also notice some like nicer like artisan shops. There's a candy shop up here that makes like nice maple candies. Things like that. It's a pretty nice town.
Very cool.
You finally get all the way to downtown. And here there are several branches that kind of make up this top. It is open air up here, like you actually have sunlight and stuff. And these branches have buildings built into them, carved into them. They're kind of like skyscrapers, but they're not quite that big. There's a town square where people are gathered walking. There's a park, that kind of thing.
Interesting. I'd like to just head to town square, I think.
Excellent. So you head to the town square. There is a fountain of no particular, design. It's more geometric in nature. And it is working. It's pumping water. The ground is made up of tiles, but they're not like actually tiles. It's like grass grown in a specific pattern. It makes it look kind of like a checkerboard. And there's lots of like wild flowers and that kind of thing growing up here. It's very nice. Lots of birds flying around. You see people walking around. People up here seem a little bit on the wealthy side. They're all wearing like nice robes. They seem kind of stuck up, and they don't pay you too much mind.
Okay. I'm gonna find like a bench or something. I'm gonna sit there.
Go sit on a bench. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the aqualung thing, but to rich adults.
Sitting on a park bench.
Wait. So you're
little
sitting on a park bench? That's what you're doing?
Eyeing girls with bad intent. Yeah, that's what he's.
Nope. Eyeing rich adults with bad intent.
Okay, there you go. Those are the lyrics to Aqualung, though.
That's why it was made clear that it was aqualung for rich adults.
That's fair.
He did.
You can roll that back. It was there.
No, that's fair. You did. You covered yourself, and I appreciate it. But yeah. So the city, it does seem pretty nice. It almost seems too nice. It's interesting for sure. If they were to have some sort of special event going on today, what would it be?
Somewhere that I could get the wild sea equivalent of a 40.
An event for 40s?
Yeah, like an Oktoberfest, but for 40s.
Oh, you want like a beer fest? Yeah, we could do that.
Or it could be like a Hitman meet and greet. I mean, whatever, dude. Let's pull out the stuff. It could be like a resurrected dinosaurs.
Those are very different things. I'm going to go with Oktoberfest. So, they're celebrating spring and like moving into summer, nice weather, good times. They're having this, we'll just call it the Summer Solstice Festival. Make it simple. And yeah, there's lots of beer. There's some tuba music going on. You're pretty sure that there's an Ironborn that is a tuba playing it. And then, yeah, there's lots of people up here. Now there's a bunch of tables set up. People eating lots of food and drinking frothy beers.
40s.
Yeah, sure.
40s. Tell me more about the 40s, John.
Yeah, 40 ounces. That's what you get. Some people duct tape them to both hands. And they
That's
can't.
true. And we're not talking about these shatterproof 42 ounce, not that garbage. I want that one that looks like the thing they dropped on Japan. You know what I mean? It's like this oblong zeppelin of a glass.
About. Yeah.
Awful to try and hold.
I've held a 40 before.
For baby hands. So we're at 40 Toberfest.
Yeah.
All right. And there's a tuba playing itself, and I'm somehow not vomiting.
That's up to you, yeah.
Is there anybody that appears to be like a high-ranking politician or somebody that's trying to stay unnoticed, for example? Something like that?
There are lots of politicians around. This place, I mean, it's not exactly like, it's not the state senate or anything, but there is some like mayoral and like city council people around going, ho ho ho, good heavens, and they're doing that whole number. Why?
I wanted to talk to one to see what was up with the city, see if they needed a hand while we were in town.
Yeah, you can talk to an NPC to gain some local knowledge. Go ahead. Give me a checky poo.
All right. I would like to rely on my death mask, the aspect of the death mask to unnerve, just like really not give too much of a shit about what impression I make as long as I get the information I'm looking for. I'm gonna go with veils and actually I'm gonna go with iron if you'll let me. And where is it? There's an outwit. Outwit. Iron, outwit, death mask. Iron just because want to match up the death mask thing. Trying not to fold here. Don't really want to take no for an answer type of shit.
Yeah, give me that roll.
Is that 3 or does the aspect not count? 2?
The aspect, I think, allows...
It says that it treats conflicts as triumphs when trying to unnerve. So
Yeah,
as of right now, there's no conflict, right? So I wouldn't count it.
So essentially, if you roll a 4, 5, or a 6, it's a solid success.
Oh, I got you. So 2 dice, though.
Yeah.
That's a 2 and a 5.
Oh, 2 and a 5. So, because of your death mask, you treat that 5 as a 6. So, yes, you do absolutely... what politician do you want to shake down? I'll let you pick their species.
Probably the mayonnaise guy. He sold me on that one.
Mayonnaise guy?
Yeah, no, the mayoral candidate.
Okay. Yeah, you'll pick the mayor. I'll just make him an ardent, make it simple. He's wearing like a sash that says mayor, and he's wearing a button up with like brass buttons, dark blue long sleeve coat, like a heavy naval coat almost with like a high collar. His hair is like parted to one side, but like it almost has like the begins of like the emo swoop. Clean shaven, sort of like probably about 40. Hello. How may I help you? He looks kind of surprised by your sudden appearance.
Oh, howdy, hey, how's your day? Sorry to startle you there. I am the captain of the SS Buddy Junkyard, and we happen to find ourselves in your very strange, however beautiful town. I was wondering if we may be of any assistance to you. We're quite crafty. I also should inform you up front that I've had quite a bit of a long day, and I insist.
Assistance. I don't know why we would need assistance. Everything's going perfectly well. He says very suspiciously.
Well, this is exactly the kind of banter I was hoping to avoid. Now, unless you want me to slap the shit out of you here with one of these glass bottles in front of everybody watching, I suggest that you cut the shit.
Wow. I guess people were bound to find out eventually. Yes. There's trouble in the undereaves.
Oh, well, you're not very difficult to convince, are you? Please, tell me more.
Well, I guess since you already seem to know anyways. Yes, so obviously our town is quite dependent on this tree. We live and die by the tree. It is our home, our food, our clothing, everything comes from this tree. But it seems some sort of sickness has taken root down below. I don't want to start a panic, so I've kind of kept it under wraps. But if you could handle this discreetly, I'm sure you would be compensated.
Oh, yes, I must say that based on our track record, my crew is very, very adept at stealth. And not drawing attention. It should be fine.
No, thank you. Yes. Get in touch with me when you've sorted it out, and I will make sure you're taken care of.
And how should you suggest I do that? Send one of these pigeons to you, perhaps?
Yes, that'll work quite well. Address it to the mayor.
Okay. I expect a prompt response, or I will find you again very rapidly, and pain will ensue. It's been nice meeting you, Mr. Mayor.
I'm going to take his 40 as a power move and walk away.
I'll say for the sake of that, he was drinking a 40.
He's at Oct 40 Fest, man.
It's
Gotta
fair.
be drinking a
It's
40.
fair. Well, I mean, 40 ounces could be anything. Could be a mug. Could be a big chalice.
That's true. That's true.
Could be.
It's mine now.
It is whatever it is. It's yours now. Gary,
There you go.
what are you doing?
What up, baby? So, since I spent the major milestone last time, I did that to develop an aspect. So I took two marks off my track to add extra effect when my gun goes bang. And then today's project, I'm going to use my last major milestone, and it's a 3-track project to add one bubble back to that track. So that's what I do. I have a bigger, better gun now, but it has one less spot than it used to.
So, wait, why does it have one less spot?
Okay, I will show you on page 90. So the first thing I did was develop an aspect, and on page 90 it says you remove 2 boxes and you can increase the impact.
Gotcha.
So that's what I did the first time, and then the second time I used a major milestone 3-track to add one to my aspect track for my gun. So it would have gone.
Have higher impact on actions in these situations or specific actions. So you removed 2 boxes.
Yeah, so I removed 2, and that would have been from last session when I did
see.
the
That's
upgrade.
interesting.
Yep.
And then you gained a box, so you're only down 1.
Correct. So that brings me to 3 boxes on my gun. And then with your permission, can I use that to, like, clear my track now that I souped up my gun?
Yeah, you can, like, reset it. That's fine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'm okay with that. But yeah, no, that's a good example, guys, of how to do that. Page 90 has a lot of rules for that. It has rules for developing aspects. And then, like, the next page has combining aspects and creating unique aspects. You check that out if you need help in doing that. So
I looked at it all week last week, and it kind of made sense. I'm looking at it again this week, and it clicks much better.
yeah, it's starting to make more sense finally. No, I appreciate it. So at this point, you guys all finish doing what you're doing essentially at the same time. Wilson comes back to the ship. Matt, you have sent your followers out in a boot, and you're playing with your kids. They are not children. They are plant monsters. And so, like, they're just trying to eat stuff. They don't seem to care what... They don't act like children, necessarily. They're almost scary. They're like children of the corn.
Feed me, O'Sheen.
Yeah, I was gonna do a little shop of horrors joke.
Got to, dude. Got to. They're disgusting. They sound detestable.
No, they do look a lot like that, actually. But yeah. So, and then Big Boy, you only did 3 tracks on Ferrokinesis, right?
If that's the most I can do right now, then yeah.
I mean, you do 5, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get rid of all my aspects.
There you go. No more aspects. You suck.
Ha 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 ha.
All right. So yeah, you guys are all back at the SS Buddy Junkyard. Some of you never left, but yeah, everyone's back together. What are you doing, Wilson?
I'm gonna immediately write a note and send the carrier pigeon
You're gonna write a note to who?
to the mayor.
Okay, his name.
Wait, what is his name?
His name is Mayor John Mayer.
Whose fault is that?
John.
That's awesome. I hate it.
He named an NPC in the chat. Yeah. So yeah, John Mayer, the mayor. What are you writing him a note about?
Is he also a horse?
I thought about actually doing a horse thing with him. Yeah.
Because he's a mayor. Yeah.
He counts with his foot.
Gross. What does that have to do with anything?
That's how horses count.
You guys know. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. You ever seen a horse count before?
No.
Thought you lived in Texas. All right, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write a note and be like, ready to go. Send details.
Yeah. No, so essentially, I mean, he told you pretty much all the information they had. There's some sort of sickness traveling in the under eaves of the tree, in the lower sections.
Oh, he wanted me to send confirmation after we had done something about it. Is that?
Yeah,
is that-
like
is that
fix
good?
it. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I thought he was gonna provide like a detailed entrance point or something like that. Gotcha. In that case, I'm just gonna discuss it with the crew and ask them their opinion on taking this west, because I'm gonna explain my trip through the downtown or trip through the tree city and stuff, and how beautiful it was, but how it felt really bizarre, and the people there really sucked, and we should maybe think about taking this bitch over because it's really cool. But we need to check out what's wrong with this tree because it's not gonna be worth taking over if it's sick.
I believe after the events of the last city, as a recently awakened artificial intelligence, I'm feeling like morally compromised, and I want to do something. I want to do something good. So I want to help. I'll help you with the tree.
Yes, we looked at the stars upon our arrival, and it would seem that the roots may be sick, rotten to the core even. Of course, we would love to accompany you and save this great city.
What can I say? I'm a tree guy.
Keon, you can have the minor milestone. I'm a real boy.
Fuck yeah.
Go ahead and write that down.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Jahan gets the minor milestone copyright infringement.
It's not
No
copyright
cease and
infringement.
desist.
No one can.
Yeah, cease and desist.
No one can. That falls under public domain now. Thank you.
It might, yeah. Oh yeah, that's why there's that new Pinocchio game coming out. It's gonna be sick.
You mean P?
Yeah, that was,
Oh, that's true. It's even called Pinocchio.
It's called P.
The Lies of P. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, the
Sorry.
Lies of P. Yeah, no, it's a Souls-like. It looks fantastic. But yeah,
What?
yeah, it looks really good. I'm a real boy. So, you guys are taking up the case, huh?
Affirmative.
I assume you head there.
yeah, I mean, unless anybody needs to do
Unless it's
anything
something you
first.
would do before you.
I need
Yes.
to take a monster shit.
Good. While you're doing that, I need to make more of my multicolored mushroom powder bombs. I'm gonna rip apart Tenderloaf's drum and use the drum heads to wrap up mushroom spores. So that's going to be the specimen, the salvage that I use to repair my tracks.
That's mean.
But I
Look up a
I
snack
needed it.
to bolster the party.
Yeah. So you guys, yeah, go ahead, and you guys do have some time. It's not like you're rushing. You know, it's not like the tree's on fire or anything. So you could do that. Yeah, go ahead and tell me what you're cooking.
I would like to use my specimen, the arm of the basilisk, as the base.
Okay.
In the hopes that it, using a specimen will give us some sort of nice.
Yeah, you gotta cook a specimen to get a benefit.
Well, actually, I'm looking at it though, and it's under salvage for some reason, not specimens. But I've got an eye, brain, and arm of zombie. Is that going to be enough for me to piece another mother brother together? Could I do that?
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, fuck that basilisk arm, dude. I don't want to make no soup. I'm gonna try to put a dude together before we go.
Okay. Yeah, give me a, I don't know, medicine check or a.
Will cook work?
I mean, you are handling raw meat, so yeah, I guess.
So the idea here is because it's not enough to make a dude. I don't want to take him with us because he's really just a brain with an eye and an arm, for a fucking reason. I want him to just be sentient and awake, and then I essentially just want to put him as like a Satoshi Bitcoin miner, but for the dream cocoon. I just want him to be there to dream all the time and suspend animation so the cocoon can continuously get powered up. So I kind of want to build him into the power.
My existence is pain!
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Oh, God.
It's for the good of the hood,
And
man.
you want a Russian? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. What kind of container you like? How you keeping him? Like, what's his body gonna look like?
Not good, man. I've got an arm and an eyeball, and that's all we got to work
Like,
with.
are you
here.
putting
Since we
the
got
eye in the brain and the
microphone
brain on the
for a
arm?
brain.
Is that it?
Pretty much, man. It's gonna hold it in the hand, I would assume, so it's classy and artistic. And the eye will just be at the center of the brain, sort of like a third eye thing. So most of it's really just an art piece, and the brain will be in suspended animation.
Can it move?
The arm, the hand, and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll probably do things like squeeze it, like it's a beating heart. It might flip people off from time to time, things like that.
Weird. Okay. So yeah.
Obviously, massage the brain to keep it comfortable while it's being tortured.
Can the arm make a fist?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably. So
we will find you.
So this doesn't take any. I mean, essentially, you're just making a zombie hold its own eye and brain. That's pretty much.
Isn't that an Real Monsters monster, the one with the arms holding the
Yeah,
eyeballs?
Crumb. Yeah, I love Crumb.
That's what we're making.
Nah, Crumb's the best. He's also like his body's just a giant butt. And I like
Oh
it.
yeah.
And he's like
I do
flesh
like
colored and hairy, and it's hilarious.
He must have been a Kardashian, huh?
Mm.
Huh? Huh?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's Chloe. But yeah, so you do this horrible thing. There's this creature living near the cocoon now. Yeah, I like it.
Let's power this ship up while we're gone. All right, let's do it.
What do you guys?
I'm not gonna tell anybody what I just did.
Okay, I'm sure someone will notice eventually.
Yeah, is it just in there?
Yeah, it's
or
just
is
in
it
there.
okay?
Yeah, so the idea is that I'm not really ashamed of it. I want it to scare the fuck out of whoever just stumbles upon it.
Yeah, so it I imagine it's on like a stool for some reason. So
You mean like something you sit on or something like poop?
something you sit on, which could also be poop, but no. So
Stool
That's-
is stool.
that's taken care of. You guys head on out. You guys leave the ship unless there's anything else you need to do.
No, I think I've repaired enough stuff to make it through this adventure.
Ha! Little did he know. This adventure would be his last. All right, so you guys leave the ship. So now you guys are all seeing stuff for the first time. Stuff that I had described previously to Kevin. You guys pass the Cracked Nut Inn. You guys, instead of going up the ascending banister into the treetop metropolis, you guys head down. And as you guys like round the corner, start leaving kind of the public area, the area where the visitors tend to linger, you guys enter into an obviously more residential area. There's just like the whole side of the tree is dotted with these little houses. You can see big swaths cut into the tree where like alleyways are formed with other house entrances. Some people have like gardens that hang over the side of the railing, that kind of like a skybox kind of situation. People growing various plants. Some people grow mushrooms, you can tell, deliberately into the tree itself. It's almost like a neighborhood, it's almost like a suburb kind of situation going on here. Everything except the white picket fence. People wave, people are friendly. You see all kinds. There's Ardents, and there's Ectus, and there are the mushroom folk that I always forget what their name is. But they're everywhere. You don't see a lot of Zellicry. They're pretty rare. But yeah. You guys continue to travel down. Everything seems on the up and up here. People just living their lives. Eventually you'll see some like stalls and that kind of stuff for sale, like people selling stuff more amongst themselves. It's like a local shop, not really meant for like travelers and stuff. But eventually you start going down further, and you come across what is essentially another park that rings this outside. You can see people, kids playing in this, like, it's a wooden circle going all the way around the trunk, with like grass and whatnot planted for the kids to run on. You can tell that there is a school group here. You don't know if they always come here or what, but there's a teacher talking to students, teaching them about various plants and insects, that kind of thing.
Perhaps it was
peaceful.
these filthy children that ruined the roots of the tree. You know, children are quite filthy.
Yeah, kill the children.
If only we could do that like before they were born.
Oh, what if we just scrub them all down? That might do the trick.
There you go. Yeah. And you give them a
There a
wash.
hose in there?
There is not. That's not. Yeah, that's not a very typical thing. I mean, there's running water.
Perhaps Oshin's children would like to join in on the festivities.
Do you let your children engage in the festivities?
How big are they compared to the other kids?
They're like toddler size.
That's bigger than I thought.
I mean, they're maybe a little small. They're like this big. They're small, but they
Can
can
walk?
Yeah, they can walk and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can hold their heads up and stuff.
Jahan, just a sidebar question. You don't think toddlers are this big, do you?
No, they're like. I mean, I have a niece.
I was just checking. I was just for reference.
I know how big toddlers are.
Yeah, and I assume we were smart enough to bring the Geist octopus with us to hold the diaper bags and all that, and the blood sacks.
If,
and whatever
if you
else these
wanted to,
creatures
yeah,
need
you can have the
fertilizer.
guy's octopus as like a
Just
diaper
picture it
nanny.
holding a bunch of diaper bags and like being all stupid looking and stuff.
He's an au pair.
Yeah. I am not going to release my children. I'm going to keep them close to me so that I can bond with them.
Okay. You can tell they're like looking around at stuff. Like wow.
You know, Matt, they say those first 90 days are really important to bond, so I'm glad you made that decision.
Yeah.
It also probably would have scared the shit out of the other children, to be honest.
It could have been pretty funny.
That's their problem.
But yeah, so you guys see this like group of children being taught by their teacher. Everything seems fine here too. The path there is like still more path that leads down, but it doesn't really seem like, it's like roped off, doesn't really seem used, kind of situation. But it does go lower, and by lower I mean like you guys are sitting on top of the waves, essentially. The waves of the wild sea. Below here, you guys are penetrating into the underuse.
You know, the further down we go, the more likely it is all of us will be murdered. However, we may uncover secrets of my Selachrai forefathers, and for that reason alone, I shall lead the way.
Stuff about your forefathers?
Yeah, that's right. That's one of my drives, is figuring out anything about where Selachrai came from.
I'll follow right behind you. Maybe my parents will be down there.
That'd be weird.
This is becoming very sad. I will also follow to make sure that my crew does not fall to pieces.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
You guys go down there. There's a bottle that has a note attached to it. It says Oshin's parents on it.
Wow, that happened real quick.
And you open it, and it's like, you're a disappointment.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just Wow, I found a note from my parents. Finally,
It looks like my parents wrote that.
after all these.
It's a good thing Oshin can't read. We can just tell him it says something else.
That's right, I can't read. Please help.
It says we're disappointed in you. We never loved you.
Come
Actually,
on,
it appears
guys.
to not have writing at all. I believe it's
Oh.
a drawing of testicles.
But look there at the bottom. It's signed Gary's parents.
Mr. and Mrs. Casualty CDG.
Your parents don't care enough to write a note, Gary. This is mean. I'm sorry. It's funny though. Dark humor around. Wow, what's going on tonight? Let's chill, guys. Everyone chill.
I don't know, man. I wrote a really good joke the other day, and I sent it to a few friends of mine, and I don't know if I'm allowed. They said they didn't know if they were allowed to laugh because it was such a dark joke.
Now you gotta send it.
I think Jahan would like it, though.
I want it.
All right, I'll make it happen.
I'll see. I'll see. But in the meantime, while Gary's sending me this joke, the rest of you, and, well, him too, head down below the eaves. So this path, it starts to become more natural. You guys are kind of walking on, like, the knots of the tree. There's not really much path anymore. It's more wild. And you guys start to head on down. It's kind of, it reminds you of that place where you took the bobsled down almost. It's kind of like that. It's like wild and free down here. Whee!
Dang.
But eventually, you guys come down. There is a knot in the tree. Like a hollowed out knot. It looks like, like a hole in a tree where a bird like sits in a cartoon kind of situation. Except it's much bigger. Essentially, it's like a cave. Like a tree cave.
Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna go in there, dude.
Nice. I gotta read this thing real quick.
Did you say you had a joke?
Yeah, I see you over there laughing, so it must be halfway decent.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Thank you, thanks. Thank you guys.
Are they okay?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's completely true.
Okay.
Oh damn, that's funny.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
I feel like
Nice.
your reference frame for what a joke is similar to Jahan's reference frame for what babies look like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that, dude.
Joke. My jokes are just this.
Yeah, for example, I heard a great one the other day. Real short, to the point, just a good old fashioned joke, right? What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
What?
You know what I mean? That's a joke, dude. That's a joke. You know what I mean? That's how this murder's whatever, man. Whatever it was. Man, grocery store stuff. You know what I mean? Like using a gas station bathroom, dude.
Nice.
But horrible humor aside, I mean, I guess when you hear something like that, you kind of gotta do something with it. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys are in a tree cave. Ooh. So the inside of this cave, it is
We don't have a Subaru, do we?
barked over. In here, like the cave walls are covered in bark. And it kind of, the tree's pretty big, but it's not like gigantic or anything, so this cave can only be so big. But it does eventually have like a drop off. You see like gnarled out bits of this tree are like ripped out and like chunked through just time and like some sort of weakness in the wood, just the way it grew. But yeah, it kind of goes down a ways. And it's dark now because you're inside a tree.
My flashlight seems to be broken. I'll take out a really obviously smashed and shattered flashlight and like hit it like it's supposed to come on and flip the switch and look at it confused. And I don't think it's working.
I can see in the dark.
Oh, well, if you don't mind, you could lead the way from here.
All right.
As he comes by, just because I'm a sentient colony of spiders, I'll put my back up against the wall, but since it's a cave, I almost like form against the wall like a pool and curve up the wall for him to walk by and then slide back down into my bipedal form.
Nice. Did Matt freeze?
No, I think he's just making that face.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin too. Oh, they might have. Yeah, there might be a
No, they're
situation
frozen.
that.
Yeah, I was seeing if
that-
me doing this changed the reflection in Matt's glasses.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, no,
Well,
he's
the
frozen.
smoke in front of Kevin's face isn't moving, so I think they're frozen.
There's smoke in front of his face.
Yeah, he's got that vape going.
You got that vape goo.
Little vapey boy.
That's hot.
Big vapor.
That's hot. Hey, Matt. Matt,
that was a love.
Matt walks by the Zellicry friend of his. Yeah, and you guys delve deeper into the tree. It is dark in here. I mean, you guys can have a light if you want. I don't know where you got a broken flashlight, Gary.
I had a flashlight, and then I had to take 2 damage on a track, and so I took the 2 damage on a flashlight track. And so I just broke my flashlight, and I've been carrying it around for a while.
Yeah, you broke a flashlight. Yeah, I was like, wait, is that the flashlight from Modern Age that Max broke on the demon's head? I was like, that's the wrong game, Gary.
We just keep breaking flashlights.
Breaking flashlights. But yeah, so you guys head on down. It sounds weird in here. You're completely surrounded by this wood wall of the tree. Parts of the tree are sticky, but it's not really an issue. It's just kind of something to notice. You're stepping in some sap. There's a little bit of sap running down the tree in your path. You just kind of step over it. Something to be aware of. But eventually, the tree does. You do start to see signs, Oshin, that there is definitely something wrong with this tree. You're starting to see some sickness inherent in the walls, and even in the sap. It sort of has like some sort of black ichor mixed in with it.
Are we descending down the tree inside the tree too?
Yes.
So we're going down with the sickness, right? As the sickness goes down. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Just making sure.
Does anyone have a container? I feel like we should take a sample of this.
Some of that goo.
Well, I've always got my backpack on me.
Give me a harvest check. You have tend. I would let you use medicine, I guess. And then Grace?
I got that.
Okay. Boom! He gave it the high-low. So, 6. You succeed. Go ahead and add specimen, black ichor.
Cool.
Yeah. You got some. Nothing, no special roll there. Just a straight success. Nice and clean. You guys notice Oshin do this, and maybe ask why. You guys can kind of see this thing he's talking about. And you guys kind of notice it's starting to get kind of musty in here. Sort of like that rot smell. Not like meat or anything, but like, that rotting wood smell. That rotting, like that swampy smell.
I'm worried we may be too late to save this tree. It smells like the rot has set in deeply.
There's got to be some nougat left in its creamy center. You know what I mean?
Now, hopefully there's a way to undo this damage. This could be treacherous.
Actually, I have a question. I am a shankling. Is it possible that I've seen something like this before?
Give me. You have veils, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give me veils, and I don't know. Study could work. Anything that could remind you of history could work.
I have sense or outwit. Or scavenge or heal. Yeah, I don't have anything really directly.
That's okay. We'll figure something out.
So I'll use my boon.
Yeah, go ahead and use your boon. I'm looking at your sheet real quick. Grace, teeth, fails. Yeah, you got sense, you got wave walk, heal. I'll let you use heal again, and yeah, you can use your boon.
5 alive.
5-11. So yeah, you've heard definitely of communities coming under threat when their tree, like their main tree, gets sick. It happens. I mean, it's a whole culture of people that live in trees, so you're definitely aware that it can happen. Trees, what you know from this role, trees are resilient. They can come back if you can stop whatever's causing it.
Copy that. Gotta find the source.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep trekking on down, so we can do that.
Yeah, so you continue on. Eventually, you're rubbing your hand against the wall. You feel these like deep gouges taken out.
There's monster scratches on these walls.
They could be monster scratches. Yeah.
Could be.
They're like, whatever it is, its hand isn't much bigger than a human, if that's the case.
I'd like to try to see if I can scrutinize or detect what this is.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me that scrutinize check. Tides, if you got it.
Tides. I have veils. Is that a thing?
Veils works.
All right.
They're almost interchangeable.
Veils, submit, no advantage, no cut. I rolled a 1 and a 6.
A 6, yeah. So these are definitely some kind of claw marks. You're not necessarily sure exactly what it could be, but whatever it is, you're looking at it. It seems like a rodent of some kind.
It seems that you're right, Oshin. There's some kind of creature here. A large rodent, perhaps. Maybe the size of a man.
As we proceed down, I'm cool with standing in the front and being the big shield boy for whatever's coming, because I'm such a big boy.
I don't know if I'd recommend that, big boy. The stars foretold of your death on this day.
I can always harvest my brother's organs back on the ship. Fear not.
Ah, then I shall rest easy, so long as your brother breathes.
That's what brothers are for. Organs.
Agreed. I don't even think we have the same blood type, though.
I'm B positive. Get it? It's easy to
Maybe
remember.
I am too. I don't know. It does stand out. Siblings usually have similar. So, yeah. You go first, big boy. You guys continue on down. Eventually, you do. It gets a little warmer down here. You can see signs of bedding, animal bedding, lots of moss and leaves and stuff like that. It gives a very warming sensation to the air.
Okay. We're still in this inside of the tree, right?
Yes.
We're not on the forest floor yet. Okay.
No, you're very far from the floor.
Oh, can I kind of like poke at some of the mounds of leaves to make sure there's nothing hiding in there?
Yeah.
Is there a check I need to do?
I won't make you make a check.
Okay, I'm gonna poke it.
Yeah, you poke it. Burr, burr. It's just like wet leaves. You find like some nuts and like that kind of stuff buried in here. You find little knickknacks. You find like some shiny bits of metal. Nothing of any particular value or use, but there are things strewn about. Eventually you do poke one, and there's something in it.
Oh shit! This one's alive.
It gets up and you see red eyes just sitting there. It's not very big.
Okay.
Are you a friend or a foe?
It doesn't answer. It just stares at Big Boy. Kind of like moves its head around.
Then I activate my buzzsaw. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
It runs away.
Nice.
And you hear some like scratching on the walls, and you hear some like loud squeaking, like. And then you hear some chittering going on all around you, up above. And you see little sets of red eyes start showing up.
Yeah, is there a lot of red eyes around here?
Yeah.
I think your hand has woken up the local population.
Since you can't see in the dark, you can see they have darker fur. It's dark streaked fur, but they do look a lot like squirrels, just without like the big tails. Kind of like chipmunks maybe, but the bigger ones are roughly the size of a man.
Yeah. All right. I relay that information to the others.
As Big Boy like steps back, he'll notice he steps on some bones. It's like, oh no.
I don't suppose any of you has the ability to talk to local wildlife.
I don't think so.
Then we may have to let our weapons do the speaking.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the blade of Dirty Sanchez from my backpack and just bum rush one of the giant ones. I'm gonna kind of like kick off and fly towards him.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
I'm going teeth and strike. That's a whole lot of die. That's 5d6.
Yeah, that's a lot.
3 3s and 2 5s. Whole bunch of nothing.
That's a critical hit.
Double fives, yeah.
Double fives is a crit. So yeah, you run up, you stab one of the bigger ones, and it'll squeak and like let out like a kind of like a yell. It's like an eerily human scream, and then it dies. The rest of them start moving immediately.
They speak that very well, Sir Rast.
The rest of them start attacking immediately. Everybody, give me a reaction to not get squirrel attacked.
Can I use my vocal recovery to try and intimidate imitate their squirrel language and just like scream a bunch of squirrel stuff at them.
Yeah,
See
sure.
what that does. Okay, so I'll use vocal thing. Perform, grace.
Performing
How's that
grace
sound?
works, yeah.
Do I add a thing for having the vocal recovery or no to the die? Or
No, it
dice
just
or
really
no?
makes it possible.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Okay, so that's 4. Blah, blah. Okay, so I'm like.
So they kind of move around him. They don't directly attack him. Shiraz, give me a...
I leap with grace and my leap skill. I've rolled a 5 as my high die.
Okay.
I know that the game plan here is to go down, so I just leap out and head downwards.
So yeah, it looks like all of you avoid this initial attack, but with some complication. I'll say the complication is pretty simple. You guys all follow Sarast's lead and sort of tumble down this like opening, and just start like you guys just kind of fall out of combat almost. Big boy, you're all alone up here now. What are you doing?
Wait, and I'm just still surrounded by all of the.
They
all
kind
the
of ran
things.
around you.
But are they attacking? Or are they kind of like sussing me out? Like what's going on with
They
it?
left you alone for now.
I kind of want to see if I can like befriend one of them and see if I can like convince it to like hang out with me, follow me around, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I want to do it in a different way. I still have this cat that I don't really need. Can I offer it as like an offering to these creatures?
That's fucked up.
Okay. Didn't realize you were making moral judgments here, Firefly.
I am exactly making a moral
So
judgment.
I'm gonna. I don't know.
Why do you say Firefly like I'm not allowed to make moral judgments?
How dare you?
It's half of my job.
You are an ambivalent god of this universe, okay? I guess can I do sharps and outwit to try and cat sacrifice, or can I just give him the cat?
Sure.
Okay. I never told you that you look like you beat Amber Heard to Kevin. That's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like Amber Heard took a number 2 in Kevin's bed. I think it worked.
And then my bed is what they call my face.
So there you go.
Okay, a 3 and 5. So yeah, you lose the cat, and you befriend one of these things. More or less, it's interested in you. Where are you
Nice.
going? Are you gonna go now?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that one will follow you. You're not sure why necessarily, but it'll follow you down. And you guys all wind up going down this hole, more or less falling. But before we find out what happens to you, we're gonna take our break.
Damn, I wasn't watching the clock tonight. That one got me. Usually I'd be watching the clock because I'm the co-host, but I did not this time.
Sneaky.
Yeah, but thanks you so much for everyone for watching, and we'll be right back.
Fresh out the box.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays the Wild Seed from Felix Isaacs. I am still the Game Master, Johanna.
I'm still the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I'm Casualty CDG. You can find me at Casualty CDG. I'm playing Sarast because this is Wild Seed.
And I'm Matt Murphy. Tonight I am playing Oshin, the Lust, and we're doing some monster hunting.
I'll do it. I'm Keon, big boy. I just sacrificed my cat that was pretty useless so that I could have a squirrel companion. So hopefully that's more useful.
What's up? Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I am Evan, and I'm reprising my role as Wilson Orders this week. And, we're going to try to do something right and help out a town for once. It's going to be dope. SS Bodhi Junkyard. Foundation of Friendship.
Yeah, so where we last left off, you guys were essentially chased down a hole inside this, tree cave. It is a hollow portion lower down on this massive tree upon which this whole city was built. You guys have found some, black ichor, signs of sickness, and now these rodent creatures with their dark fur and their squirrel-like bodies. Roughly the size of people. But yeah, you guys are chased down this hole. It opens up a bit, but it's still mostly just like a hallway that spirals down. And at some points, it doesn't follow the edge of the tree. It goes in, it comes out. At some points, there are a couple ways you can go, but there are these dead-end knots at the ends of some of them. You guys get chased down here. And you're kind of slipping a bit. It's not, you can run or you can slide. It's essentially sliding. You might get some splinters though.
Would wave walk be in the picture? Is that something I could use here since we're
walk?
running on trees?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go Grace wave walk and see how things go for me.
If you can't wave walk now, you can never wave walk.
Do I get an advantage?
No.
Okay, and no cut. I've rolled doubles, but they're all 2s and 3s.
So yeah, you.
What can I do with a boon? Can I re-roll something?
You roll another dice.
Let me roll one more and see. I'm feeling one more. I think one more is going to do the trick.
Think so.
Yeah, that's
triples.
doubles.
No,
That's
it's
double
doubles.
3s. I like that.
Nice. So you wind up. Well, you're sliding, right? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of walk and keep my step, and I probably start to tumble.
Yeah, hurt your skin a bit.
I hurt my skin a bit.
Yeah, I forget what you renamed it, but yeah, you're shook the skin.
It's a goodbye
really-
pedal.
It'd be really freaky if you found that written down somewhere.
What?
Hurt your
Hurt
skin
your
a
skin a
bit.
bit.
You hurt your skin a bit.
Man, whenever we make our own tabletop game, that's what happens first. Before you bleed, before you bleed, you hurt your skin.
But yeah, so Saras does a bad job tumbling down this thing. What about the rest of you? What are your plans?
I want to use my chitinous shell of armor to use as a sled.
Okay. Give me. You have grace or something?
Nope, sure don't.
Let's see. Looking at your character shot.
Yeah, iron teeth and bales.
Ironworks. You can do that.
Then we go iron and brace, I guess, makes
Iron
more
and brace.
sense.
Yeah, you're holding your armor down, sledding down it.
And I'm gonna throw a boon in there for a total of 3.
Ooh, boom.
I likes it. I likes
Pass.
it.
You take off right past Sarast, shooting down this tree. Oshin the Lost. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my climbing hooks to control my fall.
Okay. You do have grace, so do that.
Cool. Grace, climb, and the hooks equals double 5s.
Hey.
Absolutely. So you do make it down. Your hooks when they embed in the tree bark, at one point you rip some of the wall out. Some of that black ichor starts to flow out of it. Big boy, don't touch the black ichor.
I won't. I'll do my best not to. Well, that kind of actually might hinder what I wanted to do, which is I'm just gonna use myself as a sled and slide down the tree.
I mean, you can do that, but you just have to jump at that part.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. And I got my little squirrel buddy monster creature, I think, on my back.
Yeah, he's
I'm
just
gonna
chasing you.
Okay, cool. Grace perform.
Sure.
Okay. With the sick.
That is a pass. So
And the doubles.
you do sled on down this thing. We'll say at some point you grab your new squirrel friend and stop him from touching the black ichor, thus cementing your bond a little more. Best, you guys eventually lose all your momentum when this chute kind of levels out a bit. It's not very far. It's not like last time when you guys sled for like 20 minutes or whatever. It's just a quick little decline. And down here, everything is definitely different now. The walls are like cracked and peeling. There is this black ooze coming out, but it's not like pouring. It's just kind of like sitting there like pus on a wound. Like the floor feels kind of fragile. It's like get a little bit of a squish, and it smells. It smells bad, like a swamp, like rotting swamp water. What you guys doing?
Is there actually any liquid, or it just has that horrible smell?
There is some, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking as I tumble down, I just land sort of face first. If a sentient colony of spiders has a face, I just kind of plop down into this disgusting liquid and get up drippy and gross and stinky because of my previous role. Which of you has the most experience in botany? I don't know what to do rather than just destroy this entire tree.
Well, one of us had a bunch of little plant children up inside their guts for a while, so I'm gonna wager maybe that dude.
Perhaps
We
they
can-
killed
we
the
can fix this.
infection out.
We can fix this.
Okay.
We just gotta look around.
Yeah, can I say a whisper, John?
Yeah.
I would like to say what is hidden. And I want to see if something makes itself available about maybe what might be wrong with the thing or what is nearby to fix it. Maybe there's a
And
lever.
you say it in a normal speaking voice, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so you get narrative control, and you want to find essentially the cause of this problem with this magic whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you whisper this, you kind of hear a whisper back, like everyone. You hear an old, some sort of dead language being spoken. A lot of clicking and just strange noises.
Would you say that language is Old Hand, Chthonic, or Knock?
Which one's knock?
Knock is, I think, what insects speak. What Selachrai speak, and other things that don't talk.
Yes, it is knock.
Yeah, I understand Knock.
Okay. It's basically, you hear multiple voices speaking this language. The gist of what they're saying is they will find what is hidden. They are searching. They bring power to bear in this place. Things like that.
I don't know if the tree speaks of us or others, but it knows that there is power in this place.
But
I must say, I find that highly unhelpful.
but the more helpful part is you do start to, you can kind of sense the root of this corruption. It's nearby. You start to move towards the center of this void in the tree, and the cracked floor starts to pull away. It almost skitters, and that's when you realize a lot of this cracked floor is made up of insects. But they reveal there's something embedded into the wood. It's like it looks like a big black gem of some kind. Almost. It's a big black, kind of round and smooth, but it looks like it's moving within that shape. And it's embedded into the trunk of this tree.
Can I try to grapple it out?
Yeah, you can try to touch it. Yeah, go ahead.
I use teeth breaking.
Yeah, that works.
Grapple.
Yeah, teeth break.
Sorry, Andy.
What are you using physically?
I'm using my grapple hand.
Okay. So you shoot your grapple hand. It's not organic, right? Your grapple hand? Like, it's not a meat hand, right? That always phrases the funniest time.
I think it's a buzzsaw, right? Didn't he make his
Yeah,
grapple
I mean,
hand a
I don't know how a
buzzsaw?
grapple hand would be wood or meat, but I was just curious.
Especially a buzzsaw grapple hand. I don't see a meat buzzsaw.
You make it happen.
That's a good name for a band.
Meat buzzsaw?
Yeah, it's
Right.
not terrible.
It's probably already a name for a band.
Speaking of meat buzzsaw, look who's back.
Look at this meat buzzsaw.
Look at this meat buzzsaw over here.
Look at this.
The meat buzzsaw on that guy.
Is that a meat buzzsaw, or are you just happy to see me?
Go kick Matt or something.
Kick him right in the meat buzzsaw.
Go kick him right in his meat buzzsaw.
Kick him right in the router.
Grab him by his meat buzzsaw and get him back on track.
Hi, vamp. But yeah, so you launch your grapple hand at this stone. Your hand goes onto it and into it, and when you grab it, you pull back a hand full of black ichor.
His own hand, or he found a hand holding black ichor?
No, it's his hand. It's his hand.
Okay. Sorry.
But inside
Fair
his
question.
hand is your hand. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so you realize it's not actually a solid. It is liquid that seems to be holding this weird shape for some reason. But as your hand rips a part of it out, you see it like start to shake like a snake rattle. And the insects start to swarm around it. As they start to form kind of it's a partially humanoid shape, but it's not bipedal. It has like 8 legs going down the back of an elongated, kind of like centaur style body, but more insectoid. It's essentially a swarm of insects turning into a bug centaur, if you can picture that.
A swarm of insects turning into a giant millipede centaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like what I'm seeing.
I'm into it.
Yeah, some people might call that nightmarish, but this is exactly what I signed up for.
It's pretty tame for me.
Yeah, but we don't have arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted, though. Just legs, thousands of legs.
No one cool has arachnophobia, Gary.
No one cool has arachnophobia. I would.
Hey, Kayvon has arachnophobia.
I'll stand by it. Matt, Kevin. Yeah, so you see the insects form around this ichor ball and form essentially a bug centaur made out of insects. They even kind of had like this gem kind of goes into their chest and turns into what looks like a shiny kind of armor.
Sick.
But yeah, it rears up. That's its turn essentially. Is it became what it is? What are you guys doing?
So I've got some weaponized goo that you told me to tag as potent.
Mhm.
I don't remember exactly how I got it, but you did give me that.
No,
I
you
wanna...
got it from a mutated zombie that grew a pus cannon out of its arm.
That's right.
Hold on. Before we attack, I may be able to speak with it. I'm gonna use speak and knock, a bunch of clicks and taps you guys hear, almost like crab pinchers. And I'm going to communicate with it, and in knock I'll convey, we're not here to further injure this tree. We're here to try to help you and make this tree a better place for those who live below and above.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
I have outwit as my social skill.
Use knock. Knock is you can use languages as skills.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it add? Just a +1?
It adds whatever your rank in that language is.
Oh,
That's right.
I guess it's just a 1 then. Let's see. That would be social. So I'll go Grace knock. I'll go 2d6. I've rolled a 6.
Excellent.
6.
So you definitely get your point across. This thing kind of like moves back from you a little bit. It knows our tongue. It is like us, but it is not anything like us. It lives with them. It's one of them. You can hear what it says them. It speaks with like a venom in its voice.
We are much different than them. We are more than them. We have been around for generations. You see, we're here in this shank. We're out across the wild sea. All of us sell a cry. One or another.
You are nothing but a faded shadow. It'll say that.
You are a prison of skin. And I'll use my whisper, prison of skin.
Do you say it or do you shout it or do you whisper it?
I'm gonna say prison of skin and make this thing burst out of its form, just back into a bunch of non-sentient insects across this room.
Okay. No, it works. So yeah, you invoke a whisper on this thing. You guys hear him speak knock, and then all of a sudden he says this whisper. And as soon as it's said, it's pretty much forgotten. But this thing completely loses its form. And the ichor turns back into a ball. And they keep swarming over it like they're trying to protect it. But they are going to attack now. So it's not a giant centaur monster anymore. It's just a swarm of insects. But it still sucks. Let's see. Who do they want to eat? Oshin, you're delicious. Don't get eaten by bugs.
Alright.
You tasty bitch.
I'm gonna do Grace, Leap, and is there any place to climb?
Yeah, you can try there are various hangings on the ceiling, like moss and the like.
Cool. Then I want to do that. 6.
Boom! You Indiana Jones just swing over all these insects, and they even wave up at you in a vaguely humanoid shape when they do.
Sick.
Wilson Oars. Don't get eaten by bugs. They come for you.
You say so. I want to go ahead and do some stuff. I want to use Veils and Dodge and the aspect Dust and Paper. Is that another one? How does that work? That's going to boost my roll up, like a lower rate of success or whatever ceiling?
Dust and Paper, I think, lets you go through enemies.
No, this one makes me incredibly difficult to hit. That one's Spectral Variance.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Make the roll and get a bonus.
Thanks. All right, let's do it. 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so you're able. Go ahead and mark that aspect you use, and you are able to essentially disperse them with the smoke bomb and then go through them. Big boy, you're getting swarmed by insects. What are you doing?
I'm gonna whip out that weaponized goo, dog.
Okay.
I'm gonna drizzle that goo all over those insects. Do I just
Go ahead and mark it off. I'll let you mark it off. You throw this.
I mean, it's in salvage, so I just get rid of it. Just get rid of it, right?
Yeah, just get rid of it.
It's potent.
Are you just throwing? Where are you throwing it?
Where are the bugs?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Oh yeah. They're mostly a lot of them are congregated around the Ichor ball, but some of them are attacking you guys.
I'm gonna move towards the Ichor ball, and I'm gonna try and take out the bulk of the ones that are swarming over it.
Yeah, you're gonna throw this weaponized goo. Give me. I don't know what skills you have. Big boy.
I don't know what I have that would work with throwing goo.
Do grace and out.
Okay.
That'll work.
Can I use 3 since I'm using the goo?
Sure.
Can I add 1? Okay. Hey.
So yeah, you slam this goo into this pile of spiders. It does. You do see like a lot of them get caught up into it. They start getting stuck, and they kind of sizzle a bit. It makes like an acrid smell of burning, and then it touches the goo ball, and it goes, and it starts being very reactive. And you see it starts. The goo ball goes all like scared Flubber style, where it like expands all crazy. I don't know if you remember Flubber. But yeah, and then it like launches away against the wall. The spot where it was starts to just eat away at the floor of this area.
Nice. Is it still? It's just going crazy. It's not returned to its ball form.
It's over in the corner now against the wall, and it's starting to recongeal. Zelakrai.
Yo.
It's your turn. They don't directly go for
you. Man, I've been trying to think about what I want to do. It doesn't seem like shooting bullets at bugs is the best move here. And I hate to just fall back on whispers. I'm gonna just keep an eye on what's going on here, I think. I don't want to go touch this Ichor ball, but I don't really want to fight these bugs either. Can I hold my turn until maybe something pops up that seems feasible, something that seems interesting?
I mean, there's no real reason to like hold, because you can just do something whenever you feel like it, mostly narratively. If you don't want to do anything right now, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I want to kind of see how this Ichor situation turns out.
If you want to see how it turns out, you can use like sense or something to see if you can notice anything.
I was going to see which one of these guys had the tool set for it. I tell you what I'll do, Jahan. I would like to request a dark and unbidden but likely pertinent thought from the Firefly. This isn't even a secret. This is just something that you do.
Give me the wording.
It says, it's really weird wording, too. It's the only thing in the book like this. It says, an unsettled fragment of personality. Mark to request a dark and unbidden, but likely pertinent thought from the Firefly. And it's because I'm a doomsayer and my mind is corrupted.
Gotcha. So yeah. What would call a Zelakrai a shadow? Probably an older Zelakrai, it seems.
Yeah, I figure this thing is some sort of old monster version of a Zelakrai that gives the rest of us a bad name.
Yeah, and there are tales of things like that. A lot of people consider them to be very evil. Your people are widely accepted nowadays, but what you came from, yeah, before you became, civilized colonies of insects.
Oh, in this case, I have a drive. One of my drives is to uncover the ancient secrets of Zelicry forefathers. And when you complete a drive, you can unmark a mire. One of my mires that's marked, the only one that's marked, is clumps of spiders fall off. Can I repair that mire to start sucking up the bugs here and, repair myself and make myself stronger?
Yeah, you can overtake the mind that is controlling these insects, yeah.
Yeah, I want to start just battling this hive mind for control over the insects.
Yeah,
you help me get there.
Yeah, you start absorbing some insects for sure. Absolutely.
Thanks.
No, I like it. Oshin the Lost, your actual turn now.
Nice. Okay. So is our guy still a little flubbered out?
Yeah, he's in the corner. He hasn't really recovered from what Kian did.
Cool. Then I want to try to strike the goo in half with my flame god glaive.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing.
Yeah.
The glaive of the Sun King. Yeah, good.
Awesome. Ooh, 4.
So that is conflict. So yeah, I'm gonna say, you want to strike this thing. You can't quite make it to it. The insects impede you, and you wind up just chucking it, and it goes right into this goo thing. So you do hit it. And when you do, it does split and kind of start to wiggle as it tries to come back together.
Gotcha.
Kevin, you have sense 3, right?
I do.
Give me a check.
Cool. Like veils and scents, I assume?
Yes. Yes.
Toss, no, let's do it. We'll do it organic. That's a 6.
Boom.
Nice.
That
Big
is a pass.
6er.
You do notice that there seems to be some sort of solid object inside the goo ball.
I wants it. I needs it. I'm gonna grabs it. Well, but we're not supposed to touch the Black Acre, right?
No one has yet. It doesn't seem like a great idea, but you have no evidence.
I could touch it because I'm not organic. If you want to I can go touch it for you.
Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, I would dig that, but characteristically speaking, I don't feel like Welson would allow a crewmate to potentially, because we don't know what this is. It could be acidic and burn right through your shit.
You're gonna go touch it?
I don't know. There's got to be something. So I have an old sword, my old one before I got the Blade of Dirty Sanchez. Can I sort of use it to try and scoop or shovel this thing out?
Yeah, you can use the blade. Yeah, go ahead.
What did it even do? Strike? I just overpower
I would allow
it
strike. Yeah.
Messed up, dude. I'm gonna go with teeth and strike for 5.
Yeah.
That's a 6 and a couple of unos.
All right. So, you manage to stab this thing with your Blade of Dirty Sanchez. And because it's still open from the wound that Oshin gave it, you're able to knock this object out of the center. It is a multi-faced, faceted jewel of some kind. It is a black jewel, but it's much smaller. It's this big.
I could swallow it, you're saying, theoretically?
I mean, it would be a tough swallow, but yeah, you could.
Yeah. I wanna pick it up if my turn's not burned.
Yeah, you pick it up.
I'm gonna proceed to ooh and ah over it and call everybody over who's not engaged in trying not to die.
The goo starts to come towards you, trying to grab it back from you.
How fast is it moving?
It's not the fastest, but it is quick enough for you to need to get out of the way.
Can I just like keep getting slightly out of the way while I'm just staring at this jewel?
It's faster than that. You gotta give me a check. It's essentially attacking you.
Uh,
And it's like,
I'm gonna do veils and dodge with a boon. I'm gonna use my last boon.
okay.
That's 6. Nice.
Yeah, so you do get out of the way. This thing just kind of hits the floor, and it kind of just goes, and it just kind of splatters out. And you guys hear the room gets a lot quieter as the bugs stop chittering, and they just kind of disperse away. As that's happening, Gary, you feel like the consciousness disappear.
Oshin, it seems like our kind have been working together for a long time. It looked like my ancestors and some sort of gelatinous thing. And you think that might have been your parents?
You know what? I think it was my parents. I think maybe that was my parents. Both of them.
They
Does
must
that
be
mean-
so disappointed in you?
Does that mean that you and I are brothers, Oshin?
That's exactly what that means.
What an interesting development.
Hey, bros.
I foresaw that my brother would die on this day, and I don't have a brother, so I expected nothing of it. But now, the stars are starting to cross, and things are beginning to align.
It's all making sense.
I do believe that means that your monstrous children now have an uncle.
We are very many uncles and aunts. They have all of us now.
Mostly ants.
That's a pretty full house.
I thought they were spiders.
They can be anything.
Yes. Whenever we are visiting, we require many very small guest rooms.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
But yeah, so you are holding this jewel, and the danger seems to pass away. You're still in this rotted, decrepit room. There is a hole in the floor that would have become more of an issue had the fight kept going. Exactly. But yeah, no, the fight's done. What are you guys doing?
So there's a hole in the floor that could have become an issue if the fight kept going.
Yeah.
So maybe this hole's worth investigating.
Always.
Who's the best at investigating holes around here?
Is Delve? Okay.
I can climb into it.
Delve is exactly what you're supposed to use, yes.
Well, I think technically I'm supposed to do this. I'm sorry.
You do
I'm
it.
sorry, steal your thunder.
Old Inspector Big Boy.
I'll do, I guess, Sharps and Scry, and I'll throw my boon in too. Just so I'm safe. So I'm gonna use 4. Okay, 5 and doubles.
Okay. I mean, that's good. So you manage to slide on down there. You do break the floor a lot when you do this because you're so
Oh,
big.
big boy.
But down here, you see there's kind of a weird little room set up down here. It's the first room you've really seen since you've been in here. Everything else has been more or less natural and animal made, that kind of thing. But here you see scratches that seem to be in the form of language written on the walls. There's it's not very big, this opening. It's more of like a void, and like only 2 of you could stand down here at a time. There's just writing on the walls, and there is kind of like a bastion made out of like naturally formed tree, full of this black liquid.
There's a bastion made out of this fully formed. There's a. Do you mean like the bastion, the robot from Overwatch? What do you mean?
Like no, basin. There you go. Like to wash your face.
Okay. I assume Saras can read knock as well. You can. Yeah.
As far as I know, I can.
Yeah, maybe we figure out what's going on with that shit.
Yeah, you can read it. So go ahead. Well, give me a check because it's written in like ancient form or whatever. So it's not necessarily like recent.
I have scrutinize, so I will go with veils because it's secrety and scrutinize.
Yeah, you can do that.
I've rolled a 5.
A 5 will work. So you can kind of make out some of this. A lot of it's very faded. A lot of it is doesn't make sense in your dialect. But you do get some gist here. It speaks of the first Zealocry, the nameless one that you've heard of before. And it seems to have some praise written down for him.
You see here ancient texts about Zealocry. Oh, an ancient one with no name. He was here. He came through this tree.
Maybe.
Rather, they.
But yeah, that's what's down here. What are you guys doing? What's your plan?
Is there still something infecting the tree?
You're not exactly sure. It might have just been that goo ball that you guys killed that was doing it. It does seem... I don't know, it might be your imagination, but things seem like they're kind of easing up a little bit down here. It doesn't feel as gloomy.
What's up with You said there's a basin filled with the black ichor there?
There is some black ichor there, yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem... It's not moving or anything.
Okay.
The black ichor, that's not like... Is that like the goo that's from the lower parts of the Wild Sea?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
So I don't remember what part of the book I read this in, but like my people were formed due to exposure to some goop.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a plasma force that's present in the Wild Sea or something. Yeah.
Oh, Caesarine? I think it's called. There is...
No, that's like the acid in the trees, I think.
Yeah, but it's also like a mutagen. It's two things.
So this is like a corrupted version of that?
Yes.
Sick.
What are you called? Are you a Ketra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one in
What's
the
that?
game so far.
That's what he is. This is race.
What is it?
They're squid people.
Okay. Yeah, like a squid.
Sick.
Trapped inside tunnels, mine shafts, mountains, adapted, blah, 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 biological changes, ever-moving ink blot patterns, many Kentra reinforced malleable, blah, blah, blah. Huh. I'll see that part. But, yeah, no, it's definitely possible, for sure. It might be in one of your aspects somewhere. But, yeah, an exposure to something like this very well could have resulted in your people. Maybe some sort of dark Ketra.
Sick. But I mean, if we feel like that solved the issue, are we able to just bounce and see what's going on with the get another view
you
of
can check
the
to
tree?
see if it worked. You can make, if you guys have questions you need answered, you can make rolls.
Okay. Could I study the tree to see if it's healed at all? Where's my study? I had to name it something else. I named it Hex. So I have 2. So I'll do Sharps and Hex. So
Yeah.
Okay. Got a 6.
Vampire Bite said scissoring.
He did say scissoring. I'm pretty
6,
happy about
1,
that.
4. Yeah, so you do succeed. You're looking. It does seem like different now. You take some scrapings from the side of the tree. You think it might get better. You're not sure. Maybe it could be aided by clearing out a lot of this dead matter, just to sort of help it heal. But it might do so on its own. It just might take longer.
Cool. So let's bounce, man. We did it. Mission accomplished.
It's nice to have learned a bit about my ancestors, but this almost seems too easy. Perhaps there's another way around, so we don't have to go back through the squirrel folk.
Yeah, can I make a roll
Tree
check to,
rodents.
like, sense something about this gem that I got out of that ball of slime?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like I grabbed it, but I haven't learned anything.
Hey, you haven't checked it out much yet. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. 6 and 2 3s.
Yeah, so you do succeed with a twist. So you can make out markings that seem to be on the inside of it almost, which is weird. They look a lot like the markings downstairs. You can kind of see the inside of it swirling a bit when you focus, and you kind of lose yourself when you do so.
Sick.
And it starts unlocking memories of your past pupations. Memories that you probably wish were forgotten.
Yeah, I've got Myers for that.
Oh, good. Mark one of them. Which one you marking?
So I have 2 that are applicable here. Past life stories begin to fade with my colors, but I feel like the more appropriate one is visions of my past deaths are difficult to shake.
There you go. Yeah, mark that one.
Marked.
Yeah, no, this gem, something's off with it. It does not feel like a good thing.
I do believe our work here is not finished, I'm afraid.
What are those etchings there on that gem?
I have no fucking idea. I just feel like there's something left to do, personally.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look. I found some ancient language downstairs I was sort of able to decipher.
Well, be my guest, but please be advised that it may make you sad to look at. Here you are.
That's okay. Most of my friends make me sad to look at.
What are your Myers?
My Myers are a ravishing hunger for exotic foods,
Okay.
clumps of spiders fall off, which I just repaired, and reforged ammo my bullets can misfire.
Okay. So, give me like an iron or like a willpower kind of thing.
I don't have those.
Something like that. Like outwit might work.
Yeah, what if I use teeth and outwit to fight back?
Yeah, there you go.
Teeth, outwit, roll, roll, roll. It says rolling the dice on my side. There we
There
go.
it goes.
Double 4s, one, and maybe I should have asked for an advantage beforehand, but since I speak the language, can I have an advantage?
Sure.
Thanks. Let's throw one more d6 and see how it goes. It's alright. It's just a 3.
So you do succeed. You don't have to mark the mire, but you can feel the gem start to try to take hold of some of your colony.
Nice. What does the writing on this say, the script?
They aren't words. Nothing spelt out. It's just like ancient Nock runes that you don't know what they mean. Like, you know what they mean. It's like, this is the letter A. This is X. This is, but you don't know what they mean in this context.
What do you think would happen if we broke this gem? I say to the group, I'm holding it up, looking around. What do we think?
For no specific reason, I feel like it's not maybe the best course of action. But then again, it makes me sad to look at.
Maybe
I
we
always vote for chaos. Break the gem.
Perhaps we should pass it around and let everyone experience it for themselves.
Yes, it would be nice to share the deep internal pain from which we all suffer. And I'll hand it to, or hold it out for Oshin to take. I'm not going to make him take it. Be aware, this may cause your greatest nightmares to come to the forefront.
Howdy hey, it might ruin your day.
You take it.
All right,
Ocean?
I'll grab it.
Yep. What are your Myers?
Sparks and jolts course through your extremities. The opposite of vertigo or deck queasiness, and you cause more pain than necessary.
So, are any of those marked already?
Yeah. Sparks and jolts course through your extremities.
Marked the you cause more pain than necessary.
Gotcha.
Wasn't one of them anti-vertigo?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
But we're like real deep in a tree. Is that anti-vertigo?
I don't know.
Me either.
I also feel like the electric jolts, he could just look at it and seize right up, you know?
It's
possible.
actually I'm so good with trees and lived around them so long that I get the deck queasiness as a result of that for whatever reason.
Oh, you get seasick.
Oh, he's ship sick.
You get
Okay.
sick. Yeah, because you're used to living on a spit. Absolutely. So yeah, mark the you cause more pain than necessary. And I mean, you're kind of feeling, you know how people are snippy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're a little snippy. You're a little hangry.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Big boy, you want the rock?
I mean, if you think it'll work on my system, yeah, I'll check it out.
I don't know. Do you have a soul?
Do any of us?
Yes.
His character does.
Like, yeah, I won't keep asking. You're the big boy. Yeah, I'll do it. You need my Myers?
Yeah,
I
what are
got Seth Myers and Randy Myers, the lesser known.
Love it.
Go ahead and
my
mark
Myers
talk
are-
show.
Okay. No, I've got my body cracks and splits, weakness spreading, sleep pulls at your mind, an old and dangerous friend, which has not been marked yet, ever. And then magnetic forces in your surroundings are unpredictable.
Yeah, mark that second one.
Yeah. Sleep pulls at your mind, an old and dangerous friend.
You look into this gem, and you start to become aware that you are a robot and that you're not real, and it makes you question everything.
I'm not a robot.
Yeah, you start to have an existential crisis. But yeah, that gem's fun. What are you guys doing?
Don't worry, big boy. You may not be a real boy, but neither are we. We're just hundreds of spiders.
That's true.
Big
And
boy,
I'll like pat you on the back, like reassuringly. It's okay to not be a thing.
big boy, if you don't mind, I will relieve it of your possession for the time being. I would like to try and give it a second look to see if the reaction changes.
Oh yes, let's pass it around again.
What happens if we give it to the squirrel guy?
Only one way to find out as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Because he's
Or
hanging
the
out.
Geist octopus, for that matter.
Yeah.
Or one of Matt's kids.
Or the kids, yeah.
Now, the squirrel doesn't want it. It actively moves away from it.
Okay.
Maybe we should return this to the mayor of this town, Mayor John Mayer. He did want to know what was wrong with his town. Maybe they can do something with this.
I agree. I think that sounds like a phenomenal idea. Shattering it would seem like such a waste.
If we get fair and Mayor John Mayer shatters the stone, I'll be disappointed you didn't let me shatter the stone.
If he shatters the stone, I'm afraid that I won't be able to control my temper. After all, we're trying to do something nice for these rich bastards.
But what if the stone is bad and it needs to be shattered?
Clearly,
Like
the
an
stone is
egg.
bad. Perhaps we could eat it.
Like an egg.
Gary, you can get the minor milestone.
Like an egg.
We'll call it Mind War, I guess. Just doing battle there. Let's see. Kevin, we'll let you have a minor milestone. We'll call it Weak Spot, since you're the one that found the weak spot. And Matt, you can have a minor milestone. Mommy Dearest.
No.
You're such a good mother. But yeah, so you guys are, I guess, gonna leave, huh?
Let's bounce.
Yeah, you guys trek on out
Yeah.
of here. The animals keep their distance from you. You're not exactly sure why, but they don't come near you this time. And eventually, you do exit this tree. And you do hope that you solved the problem. It seems like you did. It seems like you destroyed the root of the problem. You guys gonna go talk to John Mayer? The mayor?
Yeah, I really
yeah.
hope he understands the gravity of this situation.
Look at you go.
I mean, this city is truly a wonderland, you know, much like
Oh boy.
his body.
Yep.
John, you mind if I just drop out if these guys are gonna do John Mayer jokes?
I'll text him to you, no worries.
We have to draw the line somewhere.
That's fair enough.
True. We can't like start running through the halls of our high school, you know, we can't scream at the top of our lungs. There's gotta be rules here.
Yeah, we can't start dating Taylor Swift and shit. Nah,
Yeah.
none of that.
Can't keep slow dancing in a burning room. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, we can't just wait on the world to change. You know what I mean? We gotta...
You can't just play
How
guitar
much-
with his face.
How much John Mayer do you guys listen to? This is insane. This is
That guy's such an
embarrassing.
asshole. That guy's an asshole, dude.
You guys better hurry. You're gonna miss the last train home.
Yes.
I just hope there's no more as of these jokes.
Oh man. Nothing's gonna end this but divine intervention, am I right?
Me and my stupid mouth.
Oh man.
I looked up
Wonder-
songs. But yeah,
Wonderwall. Okay.
yeah, we're coming up against a Wonderwall, guys. You guys,
Being vampire bites Jinx.
you guys wind up in the top of the city in the nice like metropolitan high-rise area in this park with Oktoberfest for the day, kind of going good but kind of winding down. The mayor is still there. He just got done giving a speech about how the tree will provide for his children and his children's children, and so on and forever. But then, yeah, there's the mayor. Gravity.
I'll signal for Kevin's character to go for us, Wilson, or you have the stone, and that's why. Also, I think he's your friend already.
Right.
One of your best friends. Do you still have that cup that you took from him?
I probably finished it and littered it in his city somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, make sure that he sees you throw it off the tree.
Yeah. Absolutely. It'll be a relic for future generations.
Just down into the depths. Like, there goes your fucking cup, guy.
Yeah, and I forgot to even drink from it. Fuck you.
Oh, damn, you took his drink and just threw it and left. Oh, man, I want to go to the bar with you.
Yeah, dude. That would be awesome for me, too, because I would get beat up less.
Go out on the back patio and just take someone's beer and just huck it. Just chunk it.
They'd be all pissed off, and I'd be like, Gary, what do you think?
And I'd be like, that was hilarious. Let's get out of here.
And then they'd be like, "Oh shit, that guy, I don't want no problems." And I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this."
Have you
6
have
more
you never
hours."
been drinking with a big guy? Everyone wants to fight you. What are you talking about?
That's
I used to have
why.
a lot of really big friends. It was awesome though.
That's why I don't go out, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, people always want to fight the big guy. Makes
Not
them,
anymore, man. People got wise to that, you know.
people got
Pains-
wise. Oh, that's good.
Hey, big man.
But yeah, so you talk to the mayor. Hey, how's it going, John Mayor?
I do believe we have made acquaintances before. Are you inebriated by any chance?
I mean, I guess a little bit. Yeah.
Wonderful. So we have discovered the issue with your city.
I'm gonna just pull the gem unceremoniously out of my bag.
You should hang on to it and gaze upon it. It has something to show you.
Do you give it to him?
I'm gonna glance back at Sir Rost, just because I feel like he's sort of the wisest, although deluded.
It's hard to make out that my head is nodding, but it is. The mass of spiders is kind of trying to wriggle in unison, like, yes, I believe he should see what the stone holds, and why the stone spoke to the tree.
Yeah, he'll take it. And he stares at it for like a long time. And just kind of quietly.
What do you think the stone is saying to him?
Well, I don't imagine anything of any great depth.
What
He
if...
seems to have lived a quite unremarkable life.
What if when he looks into the stone, he sees himself, naked from the waist down, running through school, embarrassed as his peers point and laugh at him?
I do suppose that's a possibility, although quite morbid.
Wait, actually, I have an aspect where I can see people's dreams. Can I see what's going on with what he's seeing?
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
What's
I'm gonna
this
use
aspect called?
A shattered eye. I haven't used it a single time, but I do have it.
Read
I
it
like
to
how
me.
you've never used this before. Your motivation was to see a guy naked from the waist down running.
As soon as I heard that as a possibility, I wanted to see. It's called Shattered Eye. Can use to see people's dreams.
Like, we know what's happening, dude. You just need to see it, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Use that, and then maybe I'm kind of delving into his brain. I don't know if you want to know. I don't know, man. If that's
No,
let's
yeah.
see.
So you can see surface thoughts. He is in kind of a dream state right now as he's staring at his gem. You see him remembering like how mean his father was to him, and like how nothing was ever good enough. Even when he became mayor, he still died without ever saying like he's proud of him, that kind of thing.
And we
It's
saw
bad.
the people in high school.
And then you see his dick.
Yeah, tell me about that.
It's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
good.
a reason they're all laughing. We'll just say that, okay?
It's good. It's real good.
Yeah, it's not what you think it is either.
I mean, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It's good.
Is it as good as a Jahan toddler? Is it like one of those?
Yeah, a toddler. A toddler is about the same size as a Scooby-Doo sandwich.
We look like the village people just then. Everybody doing dumb shit at the same time.
I'm the
guys-
firefighter.
Did you guys know that a toddler is about 8.5 by 11? That's the regular size of a sheet of paper.
Yeah, that's why they're so easy to copy.
That's actually how you get twins.
Yeah, exactly.
Fallopian tubes.
But yeah, so he has some dark thoughts, just like everyone else did.
And you can do them in triplicate and get to them.
I marked that aspect, by the way, since you didn't make me roll for it.
Yeah, I don't think you had to roll for that one.
Am I to assume that there's some sort of payment for the good deed we've done today? We will accept keys to the kingdom as a customary payment for our services.
He'll look up, and he like pockets the jewel. Yeah, sorry. Like he seemed startled, like he forgot you were there. Yeah, by all means, join the festivities. Eat and drink your fill, and we can take care of your ship. So essentially, he's going to give you stakes to use on your ship to upgrade it. Unless you want something else.
I want that damn gem back, that little thieving, lighter taking snitch.
Oh, do you want it back?
I mean, we earned it, didn't we?
You can have it back if you want it.
We want the gem of sadness.
I just thought you were giving it to him.
I want a
It does
montage
seem
with it in the future,
animals
honestly.
away,
What?
right? It does seem to keep animals away, right?
That's true.
That's true.
I like that.
Telling you, yeah.
Yeah, can I just reach
Good
into
call,
his
man.
pocket and grab it back?
I mean,
Like,
he'll
not saying-
give it back to you. I thought that you guys were giving it to him. That's why I did that.
No, we just wanted him to be sad.
Okay. You take the gem back.
I just wanted to see his penis.
Naturally. But you guys are invited to eat, drink, be merry on the house. You know, you guys are VIPs for Oktoberfest. He'll give you, like, passes, like backstage passes on, like, lanyards.
How many steaks do we receive?
All you can eat.
You fucking guy.
Got him. I think probably like 2.
Probably like 2. Like 3-ish.
Now, does the brain machine dream cocoon feeder, does that help at all? Can we get a little bit of a wiggle room there with the upgrades? Maybe a small one, little backpack storage container, a little mini fridge, little shoe rack, something.
I think 2 steaks is pretty good. I'm trying to. What page is that on? Here it is. Ship.
Can we get a foosball table for the ship?
I just want like something to compare it to.
I'm gonna play with round foods.
Yeah, man, 2's like enough to get most things. Yeah, 2's.
We have any already on deck or no?
Any what?
No. Any steaks? I guess not.
No, we've used all of our steaks. These will just be 2 fresh, brand new ones.
Hey, you have 2 brand new steaks to
Oh.
spend on the ship to boost things up. Essentially, you can use it. You can use it to get like additional bites or engines or whatever if you really wanted to. There's not really too much point in that. But what you can really do, you can do motifs, which is like it gives your ship like a whole set of things it can do. You can also get like additions, general additions, you know, like rig ropes, kite sails, horns, steam whistles. You can get rooms added on. Most of the rooms cost one steak, so you could get 2 new rooms added on, like a tap room, or a cooling facility, which is essentially somewhere that store perishables, stuff like that. You can also get armaments. Lots and lots of options. You can do a lot of stuff with 2 steaks. 2 steaks is pretty good, I think.
As long as you also throw in the foosball table, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you get a foosball table. I don't see an issue with
Yes.
that. That's fine.
It's a salvage ship after all.
Yeah. Best, so you guys get 2 steaks as your reward. You guys all got a minor milestone. And you guys eat, drink, and be merry. Any stuff you guys do during this party or the next day that you want to get underway with?
What's the milestone called?
I gave you. What did I give you?
You mean you gave us all a specific one?
Yeah, I gave you all a
okay.
specific one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got I'm a real boy. Got it.
Yeah, you're.
So, what's the general public's reaction to, a Mothrin? Maybe I lift the death mask and throw a couple winks around. I mean, what does that look like? What's the crowd response?
You asking if people are willing to do it with a Mothrin?
Yeah.
I mean, there's other Mothrin here, and I'm pretty sure interspecies is like fair play in the wild sea.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I don't see there being any hang-ups there. You can go
Did
like.
it-
I'm gonna work on a project then. I'm gonna down a couple 40s. I'm gonna probably get an 80 in me and then work on a project.
Do these people even know that we saved their
They do,
entire way of life?
they didn't really know that there was an issue.
What what was the point of helping if we get no gratification from others? I feel like we should tell these people what we did for them.
Well, I'm trying to correct that myself.
I think I'm gonna get really robot drunk and like go to a karaoke bar and yell at everybody about what we did, and nobody's gonna believe me, but I'm gonna do it.
That sounds fun.
I think I'm gonna also just show a bunch of people this gym.
Just fuck up their nights.
I'm gonna try to give them some insight, you know?
A rash
Because
of
they didn't
suicides
experience
this
the
evening.
panic, but, you know? I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm gonna just cruise the party, see what's up, see if I can talk to people, get some information, you know? Maybe a little slap and tickle, we'll see.
There you go. What are you doing, Oshin?
Check in with my followers and see what good deeds they did.
They did several. They did spread the good word. Some people, there was a little bit of mixed review because, you know, obviously they have religious messaging going on. Some people didn't really buy it, but overall people appreciated their good works.
Nice.
We'll say there's even a follower here now that'll be, like, around.
Was anybody so impressed by their good works that they wanted to join?
Yeah, the one guy is like a member.
Got
Squirrel guy, is he around now or is he gone?
He's
done.
around. Yeah, he's pretty big.
Now, what's the squirrel to man ratio that we're talking about here? How's squirrel compared to man?
I mean, it is essentially a giant chipmunk that's the size of a man.
So it's not a person. You said it made
No.
person sounds. Okay.
It does have, its arms are kind of weirdly like primate-y.
Cool. I'm gonna give him some good rubs on his belly. Got a 5.
He likes it
with a twist.
with a twist. He really likes it.
I twist his nipples too. There we go. I could tell he was into that.
What are you naming this thing?
I'm gonna wait for him to name himself. I think it's like
Okay.
that's his name. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. I just made a note that your cat is dead. And
Replace
that you
it.
have this squirrel thing.
So really didn't. Okay, go ahead.
Oshin, the loss. What did you do in your outro?
What do I want to do? I don't know. I'd probably just get wasted. It feels like a good time to, it's Oktoberfest. We just saved the day. Yeah, I'm just gonna get trashed, man.
What are you doing with your kids?
Sing with the guy.
What are you, my ex-wife?
Because
Yeah,
she used to drink when she
guy-
should have been watching the kids. It's the. But the guy's octopus can help. Yeah, sure.
And yeah, I don't know. I'll sing, wild sea shanties with the locals.
Okay. And boom, Matt's pregnant again. All right. This time the right way. Through the butt. All right. Sir Rost, what are you doing?
As like midnight or 1 a.m. approaches, the other stargazers and I are standing on the deck of the USS Buddy Junkyard, and you see the spiders and the beetles and stuff. Some of them come off and start to form these archaic lines across the deck. And I'm looking up at the stars and speaking some language that's sort of alien. I'm going to spend 3 of my minor milestones to increase my hex skill by 1. And I'm going to see if I can start hexing bad guys.
Ooh. the lost knowledge of the stars. Yeah,
Mhm.
excellent. So you use that as an opportunity to level up. Sounds good.
So the ones I'm going to use are Say It Ain't So, which is I've always spoken of crewmates and their untimely demise, Prophet of Dark Tiding, and Kingmaker.
Oh yeah, those are good ones. Yeah,
There it
I like that when you spend it, we get to remember like where it came from. That's fun. No, so that the moon is high, the party goes on. You guys have a lot of fun. This seems like a nice place. You seem to have found a place where you're accepted, and that you were able to do some good and get paid for it. So it was a nice little adventure. Who knows what the Wild Sea will bring you tomorrow? But that's what we're going to call it. I hope everyone had fun. I know I did. I like where everyone's at. I like where things are going. That was a fun little thing. Yeah. You guys did some interesting stuff with Whispers today, and I liked that. You guys are learning.
Yeah, I felt bad that I just turned off your boss fight
I thought it was cool.
It was a really cool boss, but it was a really cool whisper I've been holding on to for a long time, just specifically to make insects fall apart.
Yeah, no,
that was very Dark Souls. Like a bunch of bugs crawling onto a black gem and becoming a centaur person. That was very Berserk.
Yeah, I really like the passing around the peace pipe gemstone and all of our party getting bummed out. Getting deeper was kind of cool.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I think the funny thing about that is if you're playing D&D, you never touch the cursed item. But in Wild Sea, instead, you pass it around like a hot potato.
It's like when Matt brought he had this energy drink one time that was awful. It was from one of those Japanese try these snacks boxes or whatever. And dude, I've never had a more deplorable flavor in my brain.
Was it like a ginseng root flavor?
No, dude, it was awful, terrible cough syrup that ended with a very intense minty flavor.
Was it
It was so gross that he wanted me to experience it, right? And I feel like that's what we had. We did some group building.
So at the 99 market, there used to be this drink called Del Sol, and it was a ginseng root drink.
I know what that is, yeah.
Oh my god, you would open it and it smelled like someone ripped a bag of mulch open in the car, and it tasted like that too. And so
this was markedly worse than
sounds like exactly what I want to drink.
Yeah. I don't want to try it actually.
I used to get them and pass them around to my friends, make everyone try one to their point of passing the cursed item around. I get it. I get passing around a bad drink.
The smell of mulch and soil makes me salivate, so.
That's because you're a yard mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you're a dirt person.
I'm a dirt person, yeah. It's me. But yeah, it is like that. Yeah, no, the Sadness Gem passing around was a lot of fun. For sure. I'm glad you guys had fun. I have been the Game Master Johanna, and I'm at RockFact at Twitter.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG. I'm at Casualty CDG. If you like tabletop games, Jahan and I do this type of thing every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We either interview people, play games, or read rules. We don't play D&D, but that's not anything personal. We love D&D. We just need to play so many games. There are too many. We need to play them all. There's also a podcast. It's called Fresh Out the Podcast. It doesn't have any tabletop games. It doesn't have any dice. It's all about shows and video games and movies and pop culture. If you want to hear about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we're going to be going hard spoiler balls this Saturday. We're all going to go try to see it before the stream and talk about it. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your lovers about Fresh Out the Podcast. And we'll see you guys on the other thing.
And hey, folks, I'm Matt Murphy. Tonight I've been Oshin the Lost, and I will see y'all next week.
It's your big boy, Keon. I'm at King Keon Instagram, Keon on music stuff. I just want to make a disclaimer that I love my cat very much in real life. It was just the most useless item in this game, but I'm very pro cats. I just want you to know that.
Thank you once again for joining us, everybody. I am Kevin, have been Kevin, probably will stay that way unless something occurs, and I will catch you guys next time.
Stay fresh, everybody. Thanks for watching.